Welcome to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so our customers can easily choose the best watch for themselves in the comfort of their own home. If you like this watch and would like to purchase at the lowest price anywhere online, click on the link in the description below to buy it at JazzTime.com. Today, I'll be reviewing the Rolex Cosmograph Daytona in yellow gold with a black dial and gold subdials, also known as the Newman or Paul Newman dial, reference 126508. I'll tell you a little bit about the history of this watch, then I'll tell you about where it stands in the lineup of other similar Daytonas, then I'll tell you about the case, bezel, dial, bracelet movement, finally try it on and give you my thoughts. So let's start with just a little history here. Now, the Daytona comes in, it's been out for a very long time. It was created in the early 1960s, and it has since gone on to make tons and tons of variations of it. I want to say, actually, I can't go into all of it because there's so many of them, but suffice it to say, this is the latest generation of it, at least as of 2025, and I believe that they'll continue making this variation for a very long time. I want to say probably at least another 10 plus years, maybe even longer. Okay, so if you were thinking about getting into a Daytona, it's best to get into it at the beginning of its life cycle as opposed to its end, because then it would be replaced and you'd be left with a discontinued model. That's not the case right now as of 2026, actually not 25, sorry, it's 2026. So yeah, and the modern Daytona, this reference 126508 came out in approximately 2022, and before that, from 2015 up until 2022, or maybe even a little earlier than that, 2013 or 2012 until 2022, they had a reference 116508, and that was the previous generation. Looks really similar. There's some minor differences. I'll go through them when I talk about the specifics of the watch. Okay, now with that said, the variations or the dial configurations that they have as of 2026 are, they have a black dial, a white dial, a champagne, a green, and then when in the black dial they have a couple variations of it, and in the champagne dial they also have some variations of it. So it's not just one champagne, they have a few others. Okay, anyways, and also they also have a very beautiful green, which actually sells above retail, unsurprisingly. So let's talk about that. Okay, so what else we can say about this watch? Oh, they also make versions of these in Oyster Flex, but we're talking about the ones on the gold bracelet, so let's stick with that. Okay, let's start talking about this watch, starting with the case. Now, the case here is going to be in all yellow gold, 40 millimeter. They don't make it any other size. You might think 40 is too small, but it really is not. The watch at 40 is just a great size. It's not always been 40. The old reference is back in the 60s and 70s were smaller. But everything modern, I want to say past 2000, was all 40 millimeter. And even before that, actually, even the 1990s. So 40 mil is just a great size, okay? And it's thumb to my index finger. Now, the previous generation, the lugs were a little bit thicker. They were actually uneven. One side was bigger than the other. Now they're the same. And I think it makes the watch look a lot better. I heard they did that to balance the watch, but actually I think it unbalanced the watch. Now it just looks better like this with slimmer lugs. Okay, and let's look at the next thing here. And by the way, everything's made out of yellow gold here, and Rolex has their own gold foundries. They mix their own gold themselves, unsurprisingly, as the world's premier watchmaker. Here, let's talk about the bezel. Now, the bezel for a Daytona that's in all yellow gold is in yellow gold. They also make bezels that are in ceramic, but that only comes on an Oyster Flex, which is also known as rubber strap. So if you want a ceramic bezel, it has to be on a rubber strap, or at least if you want a ceramic bezel with a precious material, then it has to be on an Oyster Flex. They do make stainless steel on a bezel, stainless steel watch with a ceramic bezel. That's different. Okay, let's move on here. That's the bezel, and it's actually the same bezel as they used in the previous generation 116508, which was around from like 2010 or something like that to 2022, somewhere around there. And actually, it's even the same bezel as before that. So the bezel has not really changed any. Let's look at the dial. Now, they actually made this dial before on the previous generation as well, and it was also known as the Newman. But there are some minor differences that make this dial better than the old version that it replaces. Okay, now first thing you'll notice what makes this dial so special is that there is actually red in the dial, and so that is the reason why they call it Newman. Newman, I guess he was an actor in some kind of racing movie, Daytona or whatever. I don't really follow it that much, but I've heard this name a million times, and it's kind of before my time. But yeah, Newman is and the reason they call it a Newman now is because it has this racing red going around. I guess Tall Newman wore a Daytona, not this one, but some really old one. He was associated with red. It's kind of far-fetched to call this watch a Newman dial, but that's the association. You got to call it something. It's better than calling it Daytona with red. Newman sounds more catchy. Okay, so the red that is on this is the minute track. So if you look kind of carefully, you'll see a red going around, and that just makes the watch look a little bit more sporty. I believe any kind of red makes the watch look sporty. It has red in the name Daytona, but at the minute track, it's the only one that has this red on the minute track. And so you have a black contrast with the gold subdials. I think that's pretty nice. It looks beautiful, actually. And then this red going around the edge, and that gives it the red, the Newman look. Okay, I was going to tell you what is different, right, than the previous generation, how the dial is different. Well, the dial is different because the hour markers are longer and skinnier than they were before. Previously, they were short and fat. Now they're long and skinny. That is a major difference. And also the subdials. The subdial actually are the same size, but the track that goes around the numbers are thinner. Before they were wider, now they are thinner, not as wide. Narrower, I should say. Narrower is the right word. And so, yeah, I just think it just makes the watch look much more balanced, along with the thinner lugs and the thinner looking dial, slimmer, just makes the watch look all the better. Okay, let's move on to the bracelet. And the bracelet only comes on this gold bracelet. That's the only variation that you can get for it. So, yeah, but it's a very beautiful look. They don't make the Daytona a Jubilee or anything. They just make it an Oyster, which is the most sporty version of it, and in my opinion, just looks the best as well. I like it the best. It also has a comfort extension, which is quite nice, so you can adjust the strap size 5 millimeters up or down without having to use any tools whatsoever. Okay, all right. And so what else here? Oh yeah, I forgot to just say that you can use the pushers, of course, to calculate elapsed time. The Daytona is named after a race, and the chronograph calculates elapsed times. You actually have to unscrew these things to the top before you can activate the pushers, and that's so that water doesn't get in or out. But still, it's quite nice to have something that can time elapsed time, which you can calculate like how long a flight takes, how long you've been cooking, how long you've been waiting for someone, etc., etc. So it's quite nice. It's one of the most useful complications. In fact, I would say the most useful complication and probably the most widely used complication is a chronograph, and this one has it. Okay, so let's move on here to the movement. The movement here is a 4130, which is, or actually, sorry, it's a 4131. The previous movement was a 4130. Now you can't see the movement anyways. It's covered, but it does look different than the previous generation. I've seen it myself, and actually you can see it on the Platinum Daytonas. It looks better, it functions better, it has a power reserve of 72 hours, and it's very accurate. Okay, time to try this watch on my wrist and give my thoughts. Now, I'm a big fan of the Daytona. I think it is the best sports watch that Rolex makes. That's saying a lot because they make a lot of great sports watches. And I just think that in this configuration, black, you can go with anything with a little hint of red. Just makes the watch look really sporty, cool, and very Daytona-ish. And actually, what is cool is I believe that this watch could also be worn by a man or a woman because the size, it's very sleek. So look, if you want to buy at the lowest price anywhere online, click on the link in the description below to buy it at jazztime.com.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.